The floodlights at the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona will illuminate a crucial Serie A encounter this Friday as Antonio Conte's Napoli hosts a Torino side under new management. For both clubs, this match represents far more than just 3 points. It is a critical test of their respective seasonal ambitions. Napoli is locked in a fierce battle for a top-4 finish, a prize that guarantees entry into the lucrative Champions League. Currently sitting 6 points ahead of the chasing pack, every victory brings them closer to securing that coveted spot, and any slip-up could invite immense pressure from rivals like Como, who are breathing down their necks. On the other side of the pitch stands Torino, a team fighting a different kind of war at the lower end of the table. While not in immediate danger, they are only 6 points clear of the dreaded relegation zone. Under the fresh guidance of new manager Roberto Da Versa, their primary objective is to accumulate enough points to ensure their Serie A survival for another season. A positive result in a difficult away fixture like this would be a massive boost to their confidence and would create a more comfortable buffer between them and the bottom 3, providing some much-needed breathing room as the season progresses. Napoli's recent form has been a mixed bag, a frustrating pattern of inconsistency that has prevented them from pulling away in the top 4 race. They recently ended a 2-game winless streak with a dramatic 2-1 victory over Hellas Verona, thanks to a last-gasp 96th-minute winner from Romelu Lukaku. This victory was a sigh of relief for the Partenopei, and they are now aiming to achieve back-to-back league wins for only the second time in 2026. This inconsistency highlights the pressure on Conte's men to find a stable rhythm and turn their quality into consistent results on the field. Torino, meanwhile, arrives in Naples with a renewed sense of hope. They celebrated a fantastic 2-0 win against Lazio in what was manager Roberto Da Versa's debut match. Goals from Giovanni Simeone and Duvan Zapata secured the victory and provided an instant morale lift for the squad and the supporters. However, the challenge for Il Toro is to build on that success. They have not managed to win consecutive league matches since the festive period of 2023, a statistic that underscores their struggle for consistency and their need to turn a corner under their new leadership. Napoli's home ground, the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona, has been an almost impenetrable fortress this season. They hold the proud distinction of being the only team in Serie A yet to suffer a defeat on their own turf, boasting a formidable record of 8 wins and 4 draws. This unbeaten home streak is the bedrock of their top 4 campaign, providing a reliable source of points and a significant psychological advantage over any visiting team. However, a closer look reveals a slight vulnerability, as they have drawn 3 of their last 5 home league matches, suggesting that while they are difficult to beat, turning draws into wins remains a challenge. In stark contrast, Torino's travels have been fraught with difficulty and disappointment. Their form away from home is a major concern, as they have lost 3 of their last 4 league games on the road, failing to score a single goal in each of those defeats. This goal-scoring impotence is a recurring theme for the team, which has managed only 27 goals all season, averaging a paltry 0.92 goals per away match. Da Versa's first major task will be to solve this attacking puzzle and find a way for his team to be a threat when they are not playing in front of their own fans. The head-to-head statistics paint a daunting picture for the visiting side. Napoli has dominated this fixture in recent history, losing only 2 of the last 21 meetings against Torino, while winning 14 and drawing 5. The historical context at this specific venue is even more one-sided. Napoli is unbeaten in their last 13 home matches against Il Toro, a run that includes 8 victories and 4 draws. This long-standing dominance will surely be on the minds of both sets of players as they step onto the pitch, adding another layer of pressure on Torino to overcome their historical struggles. Despite this overwhelming history, Torino can draw a sliver of confidence from the most recent encounter between the two clubs. In the reverse fixture earlier this season, back in October 2023, Torino managed to secure a tight 1-0 victory at their home ground. That result proves that they are capable of defeating this Napoli side, but repeating that feat in Naples, where they have not scored more than 1 goal in their last 7 visits, will require a monumental effort. It will take a perfect tactical performance and a significant dose of self-belief to defy history and the odds. Manager Antonio Conte is facing a few selection headaches as he prepares his Napoli squad for this crucial clash. The team will be without some key defensive figures as both Amir Rahmani and club captain Giovanni Di Lorenzo are unavailable due to injury. The absence of their leadership and defensive stability will certainly be felt at the back. Furthermore, creative winger David Neres is also sidelined, limiting Conte's attacking options. There is also a potential doubt over the fitness of midfield anchor Stanislav Lobotka, whose presence will be sorely missed if he is unable to participate in the game. However, it's not all bad news for the home side, as the Napoli medical room has delivered some positive updates. Key midfielders Andre Frank, Zambo Anguissa, and Scott McTominay have returned to full training and are expected to be available for selection, offering a significant boost to the team's engine room. Perhaps most exciting for the fans is the return of creative maestro Kevin De Bruyne, who is also back in training and could provide a game-changing spark off the bench. These returning players give Conte valuable options to counter the team's recent injury setbacks. For Torino, manager Roberto De Versa has a healthier squad to choose from. He will welcome back midfielder Emirhan Ilkan, who has served his suspension and is ready to return to action. The attacking depth is also bolstered by the return of Che Adams and Tino Anjorin from their respective injuries, giving the new manager more firepower to deploy, either from the start or as impactful substitutes. Having these players back provides De Versa with more tactical flexibility as he looks to build on the positive result from his first match in charge of the club. Looking at the potential formations, Napoli is expected to line up in Conte's preferred 3-4-2-1 system. This setup allows for defensive solidity with 3 centre-backs while providing width through the wing-backs. In attack, 2 creative players will operate behind a single striker, Rasmus Højlund. Torino, under De Versa, is likely to counter with a 3-5-2 formation. This system aims to pack the midfield to disrupt Napoli's build-up play and uses 2 strikers, Duvan Zapata and Giovanni Simeone, to pose a direct threat on the counter-attack, hoping to exploit any space left behind by Napoli's advancing wingbacks. For Napoli, the player to watch will be the young Danish striker, Rasmus Højlund. While Romelu Lukaku was the hero with his late winner last week, he is expected to start on the bench, giving Højlund the responsibility of leading the line. The powerful forward will be tasked with occupying Torino's 3 central defenders and making intelligent runs to create space for the attacking midfielders behind him. His ability to hold up the ball, link up play, and be clinical in front of goal will be absolutely vital if Napoli is to break down a Torino side that will likely set up to be compact and difficult to beat. On the Torino side, all eyes will be on forward Giovanni Simeone. There is a fascinating narrative surrounding his involvement as he is currently on loan from Napoli, facing his parent club. Simeone scored in De Versa's first game and is on the cusp of a significant personal milestone, seeking his 100th career goal contribution in Serie A. His motivation will be sky high, not only to reach that landmark, but also to prove a point to his parent club. Partnering with the powerful Duvan Zapata, Simeone's sharp movement and finishing instincts will be Torino's most potent weapon. Fans can expect a tactically intriguing battle. Napoli, driven by the home crowd, will likely dominate possession and territory, patiently trying to find openings in Torino's organized defensive block. They will need to be wary of the visitors' threat on the counter-attack, where the combination of Zapata and Simeone could cause serious problems for a Napoli defense missing key players. The match could be a classic clash of styles. A possession-based attacking team against a disciplined, counter-punching opponent fighting for every ball. The first goal could be incredibly important in determining how the rest of the game unfolds. Ultimately, the result of this match will have significant reverberations in the Serie A table. A victory for Napoli would solidify their position in the top 4 and provide a massive confidence boost in their quest for Champions League football, allowing them to pull further away from their rivals. For Torino, even a single point would be considered a monumental success, a valuable step towards securing their top-flight status for another year. A loss, however, would keep them anxiously looking over their shoulder at the relegation battle below, making this Friday night showdown a pivotal moment in both teams' seasons.